The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Then we went over to a meeting that was taking place between the militants and Wildermere and Gladstone.
What kind of a building was it?
It was an apartment building, and they have an after-hours place downstairs.
And you went down with the other two men?
Right.
How many people were there?
Maybe 50 to 70 people, I'd say.
And who was leading the meeting?
There was a young lady and a man leading. They were saying things that started the way they were, and it really had grown into a riot. They weren't really ready for it at the time, but since it had grown to what it was, they might as well make the best of it.
Bring the war home was our slogan.
Did you leave to do that then?
Yes, I did.
Then you went and did what the lady told you to do.
Right. We went up back on 12th, and there was a paint store on Blaine and 12th. The windows had been broke. They told us to throw our cocktails in there. So first of all, I threw a can of cock gas, and then I threw the cocktails in. We ran down to the pawn shop, U.S. Loan, and we pulled up the screen mats for the people to go up under. He told me to get the rifles and pass them out. So I went in and grabbed an armload of rifles and threw them out to the people, and then went back and got some more.
Sunday night, the first night, sporadic sniper fire began to be directed against police and firemen. Sniping was organized. There were few snipers, but they were mobile and able to tie up large forces.
Were the guns loaded?
Yeah. He had loaded the gun. He took me from there, and we drove around. Then we went up on Linwood and Hazelwood, and we got into one of the buildings up there. It was pretty dark then, and we got up on that building and waited for the National Guards and state troopers to come down on the street. And when they came, he opened fire, and then I started firing.
Did he hit anybody?
Yeah, he hit two people, and I saw them go down. I don't know if I hit any or not. I'm not too sure now, because I was just firing. After we had went up and burned up a few stores and things, we went to this place over on the east side, right off of Kirchville, and it was a little house. We went up to it, and it was this white guy answered the door. You know, then there was another whitey. No, it was a white girl inside also. And we went into the house, and I sat down, and he went into the back, and they talked for a while. Then he called me back there, and he told me to pick out a weapon. So I took a rifle, and he took a rifle, and he also took a pistol.
Going down the wrong way.
2 months after the riot, Detroit remains tense. Any spark could set off another riot.
Somewhere, sometime, it might be next week, tomorrow, next month, next year, you know, it's going to be more or less guerrilla warfare. They've already started little schools and things. So when the younger fellas in the movement
There I am. I'm over there now. I'm not here anymore. My hair's green and I'm a tree. The dirty disbelievers. The evil disbelievers. Evil! Evil! Evil!
Sugar cubes. I'll make your bookie's been dropping that acid we've been hearing about.
Reality, man, reality. I could see the center of the earth. Purple flame down there, tighter, but all the way down. Don't you know my name? My name's Blue Boy.
In the last 10 days of August, there were 62 fires in which arson was suspected. At least 18 of these were known to have been started by Molotov cocktails. Firemen believe arson teams set many of the rest.
If there's another riot in Detroit, the extremists intend to control it. The leaders are few in number. For the most part, they are nationalists, Marxists, and separatists. They reject integration. They call themselves blacks, not Negroes. They are giving this country until next summer to fulfill the promises made to the Negroes, but they do not think it will. They believe there is no real alternative to violence. Their aim is to create chaos, to bring about a confrontation between black and white. For his own safety, this man's face cannot be shown. He is in the inner circle of black extremists. Some of what he says may sound to you like fantasy, but we have confirmed from other sources among black revolutionaries that what he has told us is fact. Tell me about what their plans are. What would they do here in Detroit that they didn't do this time?
Well, number one, they would start with police headquarters and work their way up. This time, it's not going to be any burning. It's not going to be so much burning and looting. It's going to be people's lives that are at stake.
How many persons are in the hardcore leadership here in Detroit?
Roughly here in Detroit, I would say roughly we have a dozen or so.
And how about in other cities?
Roughly about the same.
Are they in pretty close contact with each other?
Very close contact. Very close.
And are they centrally directed from New York?
Basically, yes.
From Rat Brown?
Not so much Rap Brown. There are some people over Rap Brown. You must realize that, too.
Is there a behind-the-scenes leader in Detroit?
Yes, there is.
Is he white or black?
He's the same color you are, brother.